Have you ever wondered what you could do with glass bottles besides recycle them? So you should remove the labels and clean them. And then you could either just hang them up as they are, and maybe you can find different colored wine bottles. But I love coastal themes. It's summer. I want to be reminded of the ocean and the lake. So all you take is a sponge brush and metallic paints, acrylic paints, and they adhere to glass. The first step was creating the header for the structure. We designed a curved end for either side, cut it out, and sanded it. Think of this structure like a sandwich. As in any sandwich, the bread is on the outside and there are fillings on the inside. For the bread, we created the back piece with the header, two vertical pieces, and the base. And the inside of the sandwich is created with 2x4s. They are all inset 1 inch on each side. Then we topped it with the exact same header, sides, and base and nailed those together too. Lastly, we cut a simple base with curved ends and attached it to the upright portion on either side. We stained it in dark walnut by Varathane and let it dry for 24 hours. Now, let's take care of beautifying the bottles and getting them hung. Okay, so what you're going to do next is measure the width of your header there, and you're going to find the center point, mark it, and then you need to decide how many strings of bottles you want hanging down. I find odd numbers are always the best, so I've chosen 9. You're going to mark out all the marks, and you're going to take this, it's called an awl, A-W-L, and you're going to push it into the wood to pre-start, and then you're going to put these little hooks in, they're actually called screw eyes, and go across the whole beam and do the rest. So the next step is to take your twine or whatever you want to hang your bottles by, but I chose twine. I want it a little bit rustic. I taped the end to be able to get it through the eyelet, and you're going to feed it through, tie a knot. You should make it a little bit longer because each knot when you tie the bottle is going to pull up the twine. So if you want some hanging down quite low, you want to make sure that you have enough twine down there to do that. So I'm going to make this one up at the top. And I'm going to get it in that ridge around the bottle so that it doesn't slip off. That's key and extremely important. So I thought it would be a good idea to get all of the twine put in place and then start doing the bottles, because I'm going to want to stagger the bottles and just come up with like kind of a free-flowing plan and design. You could put them really close together so that it makes a full like screen if you're trying to block something really bad. I do kind of want the sun to dapple through here because we get beautiful sunsets over there. So that's why I have mine a little bit more spaced out. So here it is. The twinkle lights are showing up. The last bits of sun are coming through the bottles, and I think it turned out really unique. And I'm loving the way all the different watery blues and greens are showing up. I don't know, it's a unique idea, something different, a way to create kind of a screen or something to detract from an unfavorable view. And when the breeze picks up a little bit, it sounds great because they just lightly clink against each other, and so it's kind of a bit of a wind chime effect too.
My wife has a cozy little spot outside that she likes to sit, and I think I can enhance the area. So I headed down to a local Dollar Tree, and the whole goal of this project is everything has to come off the shelves. So I grabbed some rope, some clear bottles, and some cool little lights that are actually have a little light bulb, but they're fairy lights. First thing I want to do is take the hook off the top of the light. We need that for later, so we're just going to set that aside. Next, we're going to take the bulb off. This is something we don't need, but be careful taking it out. We don't want to damage the light. Next, we need to take the actual light mechanism and pop it out. It's real easy to do. Just give it a push and out it comes. Again, be careful with the fairy lights. What we need to do is paint this cover. And I'm going to paint it the same color as the chairs that are outside. Remember, it's always good to give it a little bit of a light coat first. If you need to add a second, go ahead. Now on the bottle, we have a cork here. We can go ahead and just remove that. The clips come out. We don't need that anymore. So let's toss that away. Next, I grabbed off of Amazon a bottle cutter. It's only $20. It's got a little score mechanism on there. So what we're going to do is you put the bottle on the rollers and you go ahead and start turning it. It's going to score the bottle, which is give it a little line. Now, what you want to do is hear this noise. That means you're cutting right through the bottle, but it won't cut all the way through. So what it's going to do is going to show you a little cut line on there. But next, what we have to do is get some water boiling. And then right next to the water, we're going to stick some in cold water, and we need it super cold. This is how we separate the bottom of the bottle. Now, stick the bottle in the boiling water for a good 30 seconds. Once you got it in there and it's heated up, immediately go ahead and put it in the icy cold water. What happens next is amazing. It's going to separate along the score line, and look at that. Perfect. Takes off the bottom and you got a nice flat smooth line. The next thing we got to do is go ahead and put the lights back through our painted cover and clip it back on. Add a little glue if you need to, it should go right on. Now grab a mason jar, and that's going to hold our bottle upside down. What we got to do is take some E6000 glue and place it around the edge. Now, I'm not going to put it all the way, just in 4 areas, because what I want to do is take some hot glue and put it in the areas I didn't put the E6000 on. That's going to hold the cover in place while the glue is drying. So once we got the hot glue on there, kind of hurriedly, we're going to stick the lights inside the bottle, set the cover on top, hold it nice and steady while the hot glue dries. Then the other glue will dry at the same time. Then we're going to take that rope, and the cool thing about this rope is it's got a little bit of a metal in that holds its shape. So stick some hot glue on the neck of the bottle, let that hold, and then we're going to start wrapping it all the way around the neck. This is going to give it a nice cool design. Go up the neck as far as you want. Once you get to the end, go ahead and stick some more hot glue on there. This will hold it in place, and then you can go ahead and trim the excess off once it holds in place. And then take this extra twine that you have left over, and we're going to put it through the hook on the light. Go ahead and just put it through, have a little bit extra laying over, and kind of like we did with the neck of the bottle, we're going to just twist it right around. Give it a kind of nice, cool little look. Now it's time to go back outside. I went ahead and added a second chair, grabbed a stump for a side table, grabbed some of her favorite homemade lemonade, and started hanging the lights. I made 3 of these and we put them up. And what I did was light number 1, light number 2, and light number 3. And it made a perfect summer afternoon. Go ahead and pour you guys some lemonade. It was a great and wonderful night, and a high five from the puppy proved that I did a good job. I scored some points on this one. I hope you guys enjoyed this project. I sure did.